What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Okay, let's do it. What did we learn from the Game Awards? Now, I gotta be honest with you, I didn't watch the whole thing. Me and my son went to the gym. I caught the end of it, and then we went ahead and just Googled the results of everything else. So there's still announcements that I didn't even get to see live because I stand on what I've been saying for years now since I started doing this on YouTube. Game Awards don't really matter to the gamers. I mean, they really don't. If you need a game award to validate your purchase or to make you feel good, then I don't know what to tell you. You should be able to play the game, and if you like it, the hell with whoever else likes it, whoever doesn't like it. It is what it is. It doesn't matter, right? But obviously, the same reason why you watch YouTube videos or whatever, you're hot on Twitter, sometimes you just want another form of entertainment that falls under gaming, and that's what the Game Awards can provide for you and me. Now, I could come up here and put on my Xbot hat and my fanboy hat and start trolling the heck out of you Sony ponies, but I don't even feel like doing that. I want to talk to you about what happened tonight. So, we're going to speak facts, okay? The fact is that tonight, Xbox won more awards than Sony did. And no, don't do the thing where you're counting Final Fantasy because you look pathetic. Don't, I'm telling you right now, don't do that. Final Fantasy is just an exclusive to the PlayStation, but it's not made by PlayStation. It's not the same thing. Hi-Fi Rush belongs to Xbox. Forza Motorsport belongs to Xbox. They won more awards, okay? This is just a fact, okay? Here's another fact. Spider-Man 2 and Starfield won the same number of awards tonight. Okay, this is another fact. Now, if you're going to say, slow down. I just want you to listen to me. If you are going to say, Doc, but Spider-Man got nominated way more. Okay, I just want you to stand on that. So that means that by that logic, you agree that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Because LeBron James went to 9 finals. No, Doc, but he didn't win. My MJ won more. Okay, so then winning what matters? Is it going there or winning? What matters? You got to pick. You got to pick. You can't have both ways, right? So, if you are willing to say that LeBron James, because he went to nine NBA championships, is better than Michael Jordan, then go ahead. You can say that Spider-Man is a better game than Starfield because it got nominated whatever number of time. But in my book, okay, the way I see it, none of them won any awards. This year for the history books, none of them won any awards, right? Okay. But it doesn't matter because to me, I'm confessing this to you right now, because to me, Starfield is the best game I've played this generation. Hey, it's up there. Oh my, it's up there. I also really, contrary to what everybody else says, I really think Halo's a really great game. I really like Forza Horizon 5 as well. So, but I don't care about awards. I don't care about awards so much that I don't believe Forza Motorsport should have won Best Racing Game. I'm telling you right now. Now, I haven't even played the other racing games. But what I know is that I downloaded Forza Motorsport, played it for a little bit, and I was like, nah, this ain't it. It didn't look as visually impressive as I thought it was going to look. To me, Forza Horizon 5 in most cases looks better. It wasn't fun. I wanted the visuals to blow me away because it was Forza Motorsport was supposed to look even better than Forza Horizon 5, and it didn't do that. It didn't do that. So to me, it shouldn't have won anything. But it doesn't matter because even if it wins, that doesn't mean that now because it won, I'm gonna like the game. Does that make sense? Just because it won doesn't mean that I'm gonna like the game. So I'm being honest with you right now, okay? I'm not here to troll you or anything like that. I'm being honest. I'll troll on Twitter, but right now I'm being honest with you. So what has this shown us? This has shown us that your opinion is the one that matters the most. The problem that a lot of you are going to have is that you put a lot of stock on these games awards. You put a lot of stock on it. So now you're looking crazy. Twitter was real quiet. Nobody was tweeting nothing. it was kind of funny to see the Sony fans just real quiet, clapping for Baldur's Gate 3. And then it gets released on Xbox. So now it's on Xbox as well. So it's like, which I got. And then if you look at the announcements, what's coming to PlayStation? Bro, everything is more exciting on the Xbox side. I suggest y'all start making videos about PlayStation. Don't worry about what the CFO said. Don't worry about Xbox not having a console in next generation. I think you really need to worry about Sony. That's what you should be making videos about, okay? But with all that being said, okay? The Xbox tax. I see people now saying, does this prove that the Xbox tax is not real? No, it doesn't prove that the Xbox tax is not real. That's not what this does. What this does prove, right? What this does prove is that what the media is saying and what the media is talking about, right, really doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is whatever you like. That's what this proves, okay? That's what this proves. Now, how I'm just curious about this, okay? How is it that us identifying the fact, this is a fact, that every single time on any given day, probably today, I haven't seen one today, but I'm pretty sure if I look for one, I'll find one. You can find a negative article about Xbox. You can find a negative article about Starfield. You can find a negative, almost every single day. That is what proves the Xbox tax. The Game Awards right now, Xbox winning 3 awards, does not disprove it. The fact that Sony didn't win almost anything does not disprove it. If anything, that shows how bad of a state Sony is in right now. And if anything, that proves even more the Xbox tax. Why isn't anybody talking about Sony? Why was Spider-Man 2 placed on such a higher pedestal? Seriously, really, why was it? When you really look at it, no one's talking about Spider-Man 2. People were talking on Twitter talking about, but Starfield was supposed to be game of the generation. It still is. It's the only game that's still being talked about. What other game is being talked about? Tell me what other game has released that's still being talked about. Starfield is talked about more than Baldur's Gate 3. Again, these are facts. These are facts. Xbox winning over PlayStation and these Games Awards proves the Xbox tax, because it proves that even though Xbox is doing good, right? The narrative in the media is that Xbox is horrible. Is that Xbox is not doing anything right. Xbox is going third party. I know you saw all that Xbox is going third party trash and all that other stuff, right? Xbox is gonna turn into Sega and all that other stuff, right? Look, man, what we have in our hands now is a common ground between PlayStation fans and Xbox fans, if you choose to see the common ground, and that is, whatever you thought you deemed as important and made you feel validated for your purchases doesn't really matter, okay? You liking God of War Ragnarok and thinking it's a great game, and me telling you that it was boring, I couldn't even finish it, doesn't matter what your experience was, and I don't care if that game won awards or not. Doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't matter to you either. So, stop bragging and boasting about all that stuff. Let's speak about facts. The fact is, Sony is milking you for money. The fact is, Sony is charging you for remakes and remaster. The fact is, Sony does not want to try something outside the park. The fact is, Sony doesn't have a multiplayer. These are all facts. If you want a variety of gameplay, you come over to the Xbox side. If you want more different areas or play however you want to play, you come over to the Xbox side. Being locked into an ecosystem the way that Sony has you locked in is not good. These are facts. Sony needs you to buy their hardware. They need it. They're financially dependent on you buying their hardware and being stuck in their ecosystem. So much so that their cloud-based handheld can't do any other cloud thing. And you guys champion that. Why don't you see that? You should be about games and for the gamers. What Sony has is beautiful dangling toys that look nice, run at 60 frames, but it doesn't even matter if it runs at 60 frames, because at the end of the day, the games aren't even fun. The lucky thing about PlayStation is that they have Insomniac, and I give them that. And with that being said, Blade coming to Xbox, another Marvel superhero game. Don't get it twisted. You got to compete with the likes of Spider-Man. It better not be full of quick time events, just like they do over there. And the enemies better be varied, not like they have over there. Make a great game, Arcane. Arcane is the name. And the last thing that we got from an Arcane, and I know it's not the same studio, is Redfall. So there is pressure. Don't mess this up. Dark went on a 5. There's levels to this. Look, man. Again, not on no fanboy stuff. All that stuff. Look, Game Awards came and went. It doesn't matter. You didn't win anything. We didn't win anything. Well, technically, Xbox won more than PlayStation. But I'm telling you right now, Forza Motorsport, I'm being honest with you. Everything I'm saying is honest. Okay? And if anybody says you tripping, Doc, I guarantee you they're probably playing Forza Motorsport on PC. I'm a console gamer. I'm playing it on Xbox Series X, and it's not impressive. Hi-Fi Rush, yes, very impressive game. It is what it is. We out. Peace.